What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast about nothing.
Not a single thing.
Not a single damn thing. Well, it's been a very long fucking journey to get here.
Yeah.
Pray for us. Pray. Pray for my back. So the last time we talked on the podcast was a live one. Mm-hmm. That did a lot of views. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that, and a lot of comments. And a lot of people saw it that I didn't think would see it. And of course, like every other podcast, you know, I'm smoking a joint. And you know, like I didn't realize people, like how many people saw it, you know.
Yeah.
Which of course we'll talk about moving and stuff like that, but the house here and stuff. But I went to go pick up my son's friend because we're in another town, and he come to stay the night. And the first thing his mom said, the lady that owns the salon, she was like, "We watch your podcast, you know, like we listen to them, you know, we love all of them." And the first thing came to my mind was, "Oh, they know I smoke now."
Oh my gosh.
So, but, you know, of course, nobody's said anything about it. And, you know, yeah, so everybody love all of them. So, yeah. Anyways, this is our first podcast since Daphne. And how you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Get a little bit closer to your mic. Sorry.
Well, I was sorry. I was thinking you said Daphne, but it was Dolphin.
Sorry, Dolphin, yeah.
So it threw me off.
Sorry.
I was like, you don't even know where we were at.
Daphne.
What was in that thing?
I mean, they're kind of close by.
Yeah, no, they are. No,
Dolphin
it's...
Island. Right.
The fact that I'm just used to you saying things and I know what you're meaning, and I'll just agree with you.
I'll just say it all the way backwards. And there's a phone call. You know what? We're going to keep it rolling. Hey,
Okay.
Cody, I'm in a podcast right now. I'll call you back. All right. Okay, so that was Cody Lane.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dolphin Island, doing our podcast, and
Yeah.
we were talking about getting a house there, buying a house there,
Yes.
and it completely didn't happen.
At all.
So we pulled a head fake and confused everybody.
Well, along with ourselves.
Yes.
So please don't feel special if you were confused, because
Right.
it was us too.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like an intentional ploy or anything like that.
No.
My heart was and is still set on moving to Alabama. Definitely an unlikely place that, you know, like I thought that I would live in, but I think after visiting there multiple times throughout the year or half the year, you know, I just kind of fell in love with it, the vibes and stuff like that. Even Mobile, you know, so
Yeah.
I definitely saw myself being there.
No, it's just a different feel being further down south. Like,
Yeah, it is.
It really is. People say that, but you know, we've never experienced that ourselves, and I don't think people really get it until they are there, more than just like stopping to get gas to get to the beach.
Yeah, or just driving through to get to Florida or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you really mingle with the people, like eat the food, drink the, you know, like the homemade brewery and stuff like that, you know, like really partake in it, then you really understand why the South is such a delicacy.
Yeah. No, it lingers with you.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I kind of geared myself, but you know, the first house that we were going to buy our house or the first people we were going to buy our house through were D.R. Horton. And, you know, like we went through with that, like we did like the whole paperwork. We, you know, walked the plot, seen the house get built, do everything. And we seen that the builders were getting drunk there, and that one kind of fell through.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I kind of feel bad about that, but then I feel like we maybe dodged a bullet or something that wasn't meant for us.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I was all in until I kind of just felt like we were, I don't know, trying to fight for something that the people that I feel like should have been helping us out didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. Maybe that's not a good character trait to have, but it's really hard for me to want to care if I'm being shown in my face that no one else cares. Or you know what I'm saying? Like the people
Yeah.
that could help remedy these things pretty easily, I feel, they just kind of acted like, meh. And so,
It's not a big deal, and that's why it kind of drove me to second guess myself. But
yeah,
no, like I've worked in sales before. If you're making, especially if it's a big purchase,
yeah,
you want to make sure that that customer is comfortable. So
yeah.
yeah,
No, and life is always for us together and apart, but especially like as a family, life so far has always had a way of just like figuring itself out for us.
yeah,
That doesn't mean like it's not confusing. So I don't
right,
know. I've just ever since the dust has kind of settled at the moment, I just feel like what has happened was what was supposed to happen for now.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So you know, after the house thing didn't work out, um, we were like, okay, we're still going to do this. If we prove to ourselves, like after going through the banks and, financial advisors or whatever you would call them, we saw that we could make it at like buying a house. Like, why not rent a house,
Yeah.
And, we went through the process, even traveled down there to look at rent houses. I actually found one and zeroed in on one and
Mm-hmm.
almost jumped the gun on it. Um, or sorry, pulled the trigger on it at the very, 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 very last minute. You know, after getting approval for the house, we looked at three, narrowed it down to two, chose one.
Yep.
It was close, really close to a school. The neighborhood was good, and it was in Fairhope, Alabama. Excuse me. And one of the deciding factors to pull back was, of course, we're we're Native American. We get benefits and stuff like that. So once we found out that our benefits didn't transfer outside of Oklahoma, we thought that it wouldn't economically make sense for us.
Yeah. At all.
With four kids, especially two of them being incident prone. Our youngest daughter she could be on a cloud and find a way to hurt herself.
Yep.
So we just kind of wanted to prove it to ourselves that we could do it in a big city. So we just kind of made the move up north to Broken Arrow. So
No, and it feels so far it's been really a pretty smooth transition. And I mean, I don't know, you know me
yeah,
when it comes to change. I'm not that girl, but I mean, it's been really easy and it's been comfortable. So
I'm very proud of you because I've been trying to talk to you into moving for a long time, and the one thing that you always said was the traffic and stuff like that. Growing up in a small town, but you seem to have taken that by the horns. And,
yeah,
killed it. But of course, your job now has a lot of driving, which
yeah,
since the last time we talked, your job has changed.
yep. Change jobs too.
A lot has happened. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you've listened for any amount of time, I was working in a hospital setting, doing night shift, which really did me quite a few favors, giving me like the flexibility and the opportunity to learn at my own pace and have a good group of people around me that, were patient and understanding and really just made light of a lot of things.
Yeah.
And that's what I need,
Right.
But night shift with four kids and then in the middle of a move and just life in general
Yeah.
is tough. And then since moving and switching jobs, like we've had family members that have become pretty ill. I mean, almost simultaneously.
Yeah, for sure.
So I now working for a home health company, have a company car. I can be anywhere from Owasso, Kiefer, Muskogee, Okmulgee, Stillwell. So we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a company car for a while whenever I was with a certain company, and it's pretty cool having your own car. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of turn it into your own personal workspace.
No, for real. Well, workspace. So now that I have time where I'm time alone, so that sounds crazy to say.
Yeah.
But I've really quickly picked up on a podcast that I've started listening to like over the last month.
Yeah.
As of today, I'm 74 episodes into it, but
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
yeah. Well, what's crazy is they have like over 700 episodes.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's a podcast for everybody.
Yes.
Everybody, or not everybody. A lot of people that I talk to are like, I don't listen to podcasts. You just haven't found the right one. Once you found the one that piqued your interest, you'll be 74 episodes in.
Oh yeah. No,
So-
I've definitely dove in head first, eyes
And
closed.
you have,
I started listening to it when I'm taking a shower.
What's it called?
Morbid,
Morbid.
the Morbid podcast. Yeah, with Ash and Elena.
You like all that death stuff, but they have a kind of like a comedic undertone that go along with all the morbid stories.
Oh, for sure.
Between the two, and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that, like as far as Dexter and stuff, but
Mhm.
some of the morbid podcast or other podcasts that relate to that, the stories get like super dark, and it's hard for me, to like go that place. But
Yeah.
it's easier for you.
Yeah. No, as I said, I've kind of easily, quickly realized that that's an easier place for me to like step into and step out of. But saying
Yeah.
that, I feel like that also has to do with my career choice.
I was just
too.
about to say that,
Yeah.
like there's a lot that you have to do. There's ways that you have to detach yourself in your career
Yeah.
that like the normal civilian, like don't have to go through. Like you have to see stuff and not be as affected by it as the normal person would to properly do your job.
Right. Yeah.
So from that angle, I completely get it.
Yeah.
And, some people like always knew that this would be your calling, so just don't kill me. So.
Well, if anything, it wouldn't be me killing you. I should probably go into like CSI work or something at this point.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like a blood splatter analyst.
Yeah.
Blood splatter analyst.
Oh, talking about that a couple weeks ago when I told you the one girl on the podcast is a autopsy technician,
Yeah.
and I had mentioned to you like that could kind of pique my interest. And you looked at me and you were like, "So you just want to see dead people?" I was like, "No,
Oh,
do you
man.
remember that?"
Yes.
Yeah. You looked at me
Yes.
like I was crazy, and I was like, "No, I don't want to necessarily see dead people." But now that I have a good understanding of how conditions or diseases affect a living body, like I want to see what it does to
Yeah, no.
a body afterward.
Yeah. What's funny is like that makes me think of a story whenever we were in Muskogee and we were walking out to the car. There was a dead cat in between our neighbor's house. And I looked out and I saw like Taj in his Crocs, like kicking it, just looking down at it. And I was like, forgive me, I watched a lot of Dexter, but I was like, damn, like that's kind of morbid. So
Yeah.
I didn't really say anything. And we were sitting in a car, it was just me and him. And I was like, so you like playing with dead things? And he looked at me like, what? And honestly, I'm really relieved that he had that reaction. Because, if he had any other reaction, I'd
Yeah.
be very scared.
You'd have been like, I mean, it's all right. You'd be like, get out of my car.
Right. Exactly. So, no, our kids don't like playing with dead things. I guess this curiosity piqued them. But
Yes.
yeah, man, we kind of went everywhere. Yeah, you definitely got a new job. You started a new podcast.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think I don't have a certain podcast that I listen to. Well, Nightcap, with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco.
Oh, Shay.
But, I think I have a morning show that I don't think I know. I have a morning show that I religiously listen to, but that's outside of the podcast realm. Yeah. So what else has happened? We were supposed to move to Alabama, but we didn't. We're in Broken Arrow.
Mhm.
You started a new job.
Mm-hmm.
Kids started school,
Yep.
which is going pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm still at my job, and that's going pretty good. Like I aim to be better every day and more efficient. because drafting, we work per job, and like every job is important. So
Yeah.
definitely strive to be good at that. Um, anything else?
The new house. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
okay.
It's an upgrade.
Yes. Okay. So the new house, we are now in a 2-story house.
First time ever.
Yes. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a 2-car garage. And then we have a tornado shelter
It's pretty
and a
amazing,
little back patio, covered back patio area.
which I love.
Yes. Um, I mean, a cute front yard. We've basically doubled our square footage.
Oh yeah, cul-de-sac,
Yeah, in a little cul-de-sac
Big Daddy.
neighborhood.
Sometimes I just want to like step out like Eddie Murphy from Coming to America and just sing.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
man. I mean, you guys know the struggle from like the previous episodes, but like there's just times I just feel so grateful. Everything's not perfect though. We have our refrigerators out in the garage because it's so big that it doesn't fit in the kitchen. So
We're so unfortunate.
I know. So whenever we cook dinner, we got to make multiple trips to the garage. But
We get our steps in before we sit
Oh,
down
yeah.
to eat a delicious dinner.
yeah,
Yes.
I definitely get more steps in now that I live here in Broken Arrow. I haven't been taking sessions as much because I'm still trying to get it figured out. Like 80% of me is like, hurry up and get it built. And then the other 20 is like, I've been watching a lot of First 48 in Tulsa.
Mm,
And, there's a lot of shiesty shit going on, in these
Yeah.
bigger cities. And I don't know a lot of these people,
yep.
so that makes me nervous inviting all these people into my new house. And, another part of me just wants to like, get a building and open a business. So, I'm still trying to get that figured out. But to be honest with you, not producing or kind of taking a little bit off of that plate has been a part of the mental cleansing for me,
Mhm.
just not having to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Not that I hate it or, I don't love it anymore, but it was for a while there, for years, it was all Emmanuel did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, because we kind of had to.
Yeah.
But just like anything, like they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder,
For sure.
So
For sure.
it's good to take breaks. It's good to focus on other things every now and then.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I can get so like caught up on something that I'll burn myself out or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so definitely guilty of that. I definitely loved your new house. I just, just a sense of being proud of putting my family in a better space. Not hating on Muskogee, but let's be honest. Like we leveled up our lives, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm super proud of it. I just started filling a bunch of stuff in, man. Like it's such a big house. Like I had to get a patio set because I felt like, that part of the house needed a feature in it, or, like we have these amazing pictures of when we went to Seattle and got them printed. I just want to make sure that the living room is like a showpiece, for the house because that's the first thing people see.
Yeah.
So those are the things that I first jumped into, and then comfortability as far as getting our rooms and the kids' rooms together.
Yep.
But yeah, man, just kind of getting settled into the new deal. Like I finally saw the neighbor guy that walks his dog. He finally welcomed me
Yes.
to the neighborhood.
Yep.
Um,
He's nice.
oh yeah, he was watching me as I was getting the kids in the car, and I stopped and I rolled down the window and acknowledged him.
Yep.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Nah, but yeah, man, I just told him hi and he welcomed me to the neighborhood, and it was really good to have that. We had another neighbor that had Thanksgiving friends.
Oh yeah, like a Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't put those two words together. But yeah, I didn't go to that. I'm working on being social in my life. I just suck at it right now.
Well-
But that was the result of working all the time.
The OU and Alabama game was on
True.
too.
True.
So
True. And for God fucking sakes, we sucked all year. I needed that one win. I needed to. mentally needed that day for my season. So
Yeah.
there's no way I was going to leave that, but golly, we suck. All right. I think that's like pretty much most of the current topics that we have, unless you have anything personal that you want to talk about.
No, not. I mean, I have things, but not to talk about on here.
Oh, okay. Might have to end this right goddamn now. Nah, but
So
all
you
right.
can come talk to me. Take off those drawers.
Drop them draws. So, this is the part where we do the hot topics.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any hot topics? Oh my goodness. She shook her head no for anybody that can't see.
For everybody that can't see.
All right. So,
I know I suck, guys. Sorry.
all right. You know what? Let's just go ahead and end it right there.
We can. I'm trying to think what's been going on. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, all right. I think it's criminal that Shabuzi didn't win an award at the CMAs.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that debate can go down a rabbit hole, but the truth of the matter is it's the biggest country song since Old Town Road.
Yep.
And no awards. It's crazy. The two biggest country songs in the past decade are from two African American males. But that's about it that I have. I don't.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
did
really-
see that like Billboard, like the company Billboard, they named Beyonce the number one performer for the 21st century.
Who else would be in contention?
I know. Going off of my opinion or what I think like the
No,
masses
just purely
would
your
say.
your opinion. Fuck the masses.
Oh, okay.
It's divided and split.
Okay. Pink. Never
Okay.
seen her in person, but I've seen videos. I feel like she's very like athletically and physically like into her performances.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like you have to do that to give a great show. Nobody just wants to see anybody like just stand around and rap. Even that you know what? I would say Kendrick Lamar.
Oh God, yeah. No, his was good for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And I mean, just to kind of piggyback off of what I just said, like even though he's a rapper, like that was as close to an art show that I've ever been to.
It was, especially like the projector screen,
Yeah.
the like, like the plexiglass dividers and stuff.
Mhm.
No, that one was really good.
Yeah. And like it's just straight up no background vocals or anything. It's just his vocal the whole show. And I thought that was amazing. It's probably the best show I've ever been to.
Yeah.
The second would be Dan and Shay. I don't know why I just fell in love with that group that night.
No, just because their voices
Yeah.
they're just powerful.
They're angels. They're angels. Yeah, Beyonce completely deserves that. I believe she kills it. She has her
Yes.
following. She sells out every show. It's pretty amazing. Oh, did you know SZA and Kendrick Lamar is going on a stadium tour?
I saw that earlier today.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The closest stop to us is Dallas.
Mm.
AT&T Stadium.
Mm-hmm. We've been there.
Might have to go there.
We've been there.
Who did we see there?
Ed Sheeran. Yep.
Ed Sheeran. That was actually a good show too.
It was.
The cool thing that he did with his show is he used the pedal boards and like he build the beat, like while you're right there, and the drums will be him slapping the guitar. Like the whole fucking production is just him and the instruments around him.
Yep.
And he did the whole show like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Khaled, the singer.
I liked that. Yes.
He was there, and then Tizo, Touchdown Tizo, or the guy with all the spikes.
Yep.
I feel like I'm getting his name wrong, but yeah, he was there. Did you see what happened to Khaled recently?
Mm-mm.
Khaled, the singer, of course, that we saw with Ed Sheeran at the AT&T Stadium, he had a past lover that came out that was a male, and he kind of outed him.
Oh,
And of course, nobody knew anything about it, and they made it a big. It's 2024.
yeah.
Nobody cares about your sexual preference,
Yeah.
you know. But somehow the media tried to make it a big deal, and he got out in front of it and was like, it's my preference, but I
Yeah.
didn't want that to get out type deal. And then the guy came out and just apologized. Well, the other guy's an artist, so I think he was just kind of using that as a clout chasing thing.
For sure, yeah. And it's,
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, he did right, like you said, by kind of getting in front of it. But then again, like you said, everyone has their preference, and everyone also has the valid right to decide how much they want to expose of themselves or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to civilians, whenever like you're a star, you're like, oh, well, you're rich and famous, so like we deserve to know everything
Yes.
about you or all your business.
Yep.
So you kind of lose that privacy
Yeah.
when you make it to that level.
Oh,
Not to brag, I kind of felt that in Muskogee.
you know what I just thought about?
What?
Cardi B's divorce.
Cardi B got a divorce
Yeah. Yeah. While pregnant?
while pregnant, and she had sex with somebody while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts. I don't know. A lot of girls are like, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And to me, your dickhead touching top of my baby? I don't know. I don't know. That's just some.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to start over. I'm just have to leave y'all. We're
Yeah.
going to start over. I got to make a new untainted baby. I can't.
Oh my God.
I know men are hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
But in all fairness, I wouldn't do it. So
Yeah.
I have the right to feel that way. That guy in particular, that's his fucking fault. Quavo, right? Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was Offset.
Offset. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Damn, how did I get whoa. Dang, my wife just corrected me on Amigos.
Major eye roll.
Shit. Yeah, they got a divorce.
Mhm.
Cardi B single. She's under a lot of scrutiny for endorsing, a president, and it
Yeah.
didn't go exactly well. So people are on her bumper, but
Yeah.
who cares? Get over it. Everybody's going to forget about all this. Actually, I haven't heard anybody talk about the election.
Literally.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
Speaking of the election, Donald Trump won.
Yeah. Oh, Trump won. I ain't gonna lie. That Donald Trump celebration dance is kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
The Trump two-step.
Yeah. I may bust it out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have any specific preference in who the president was. So
Yeah.
unlike all the other people, I didn't freak out whenever they announced the winner. So,
Yeah. It's kind of just like, okay.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Same.
Not gonna lie, it was really cool. It was really awesome, and it was a moment to have a black president. But
For sure. A
nothing-
woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a woman.
She's a woman.
But
If you know what that's off of, comment it below.
yeah. But people like to make a deal out of it. I don't know why. But when it's all over, everybody kind of settles down and go back to their deal, and that's kind of how I prefer it.
Yeah.
I don't like all the separation.
No. The intensity is just too much.
Too much.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, we should definitely cut it off right there.
I was really trying to think, guys.
No, man, it was a great first episode back.
Oh, we wrapped it all up nice and pretty and neat with a bow. Maybe not with a bow, but
I know, right? Could have been better, but it's our first time back.
yeah.
We'll have something more steady. And just like you're more of a podcast, I'd like to, pick a story to talk about in one of our podcasts. I know that requires extensive research and knowing about this stuff, but I think that would be worth trying.
No, I think it would too.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I appreciate you guys listening and hope you guys enjoy it. And if you listen this far, be sure to hit subscribe. And the goal is to get 100 followers, 100 views, and yeah, so help us out do that.
Yeah, you can follow us on TikTok at the podcast about nothing 1.
Yes, Lord.
You can listen to us on YouTube at the podcast about nothing.
Yes, Lord.
And I know last episode when we went live, I said I was going to do a Facebook page. It's still going to happen.
Yes, Lord.
I'm going to get it done ASAP. We've just had a lot going on, but we getting there, babe.
High five. It's been a long road.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys
Yeah, I see.
coming along with us.
Deuces.